All right, so here we have the 62 Bel Air with the doors, trunk and hood assembled. Everything is placed. Let me rotate this around. Here, let me push this a little back here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I did shorten the hood. I ended up gluing it down and recutting open the hood to make it a little smaller. See the door there? I ended up creating my own door line, and this was inspired from like the Gundams here. Bit of an influence, and then the same with the rear. It's made it smaller from the regular. And let's go ahead and open up one of the doors. There we go. So still need to finish sealing up so that way you don't see the tubing there. That's all going to be the door jambs, everything. So this car here, the reason I'm working on this, it's for the dedicated magazine build off. They're having their build off, which is due, like, we got like a month and a half, and I'm falling behind because I should have had a lot of this stuff done by last month. And we're now in the middle of October. Let's open up the other door. So now we got the two suicide doors. I could go more, just depending how far for the presentation. Here, let me turn this around. I'm going to open up the trunk there. So with the trunk as well, I could go, if I want to go a little bit higher. And then, as you can see here, I need to clean that up as well. It looks funky, but trust me, I'll do another update, and a lot of that stuff's going to be gone, to be filled in and molded. Um, those are the parts I like, is all this like preparation work for the presentation. As far as a little tip here as well, for the hinging, originally I was thinking of running like a single rod together, right? But instead I ended up cutting and having both hinges run independently on their own. So this way it creates a bit of a resistance, and I'm able to open and close this, and kind of set it at any setting, if it's like, if the trunk was heavy or not, it's not gonna just like slam down and close on you. Like it will hold. So we'll set that like that. I did the same for the front of the hood. I did an individual hinge. There we go. Because I was having some issues earlier where it just kept falling and falling and falling, and I was like, I need to find a solution to this issue. So I did that. So this kind of sums up, so you could kind of get an idea of what we got working here. I know there's going to be a lot of people with some crazy, crazy radicals that they're going to be busting out with. I'm very excited to see. But so far, this is mine. There's some modifications as far as like there's no trim line that goes across. That's off. Also, I had swapped off the roof. The 62 Bel Air had like a bubble top. Now this is more like a hard top. It looks a little bit more square. I know most people, when they see this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's a 62 Impala." It's not. Um, you know, I know I could have like cheated my way and been like, "Oh, cool. I'll just grab a body from a 62 and work from it there." But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to try something out and to see if I can pull it off, which I'm very happy with swapping off the roof and then just blending everything in there. And it's funny because when I did the hinging too, I was very like hesitant, procrastinating. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it, but I knew I had to do it, and I did it the first time, not feeling it. Second time, not really feeling it. The third time around, I was like, man, like I was so happy, and at the same time, I was like, dude, this isn't so bad. This is pretty cool. So, so far, I'm digging it, and it made me want to like hinge more pieces. So let's close this all up here. There we go. And now let's close the door. So another thing too, that step that I added, let me see, it's kind of dark. Let me do this one better. You'll notice right here, this little step is gonna help it stopping this door from shooting all the way across, because earlier when I would close it, it would go in. So now when I close the door, it will stop right there. It's not going to go through because it has that underneath. Let's go ahead and close the other door right there. There we go. And it took some tries, like not the first time around, to get it nice and flush. So so it lines up with the door. I might need to sand around the doors. I know how you can see right through it, but that's good just because you need some clearance, especially when you're gonna clear coat this thing. If everything's too tight and I clear coat it, those doors aren't gonna close. They're gonna be in there very tight. So I'm gonna get the chassis and the belly and the wheels, and I'm gonna put that together just so you guys can kind of see the whole piece together. Because I got it sitting over here. It's dunked in water. Got the engine, the frame. I even have some of Iceman's, there they are, they're up there in the corner, the display stands. So I'm going to be busting these out right now, sanding them down, dunking them back in, and then after that I'm going to just like, later I'll primer it, but for now I'm going to get these ready so you can see how it's going to look with the car. All right, we'll be right back.